Marvel really needs to keep making Christmas projects. What's going on, guys? I'm Chris, and welcome back to another video. Today I'm giving you my review of the Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special, which hits Disney Plus on Black Friday, November 25th. But before I do, be sure to hit that like button, comment down below your thoughts or expectations on this special if you have not yet seen it, and be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell to be notified for all my future Marvel videos and videos in general. So I've always loved the Guardians of the Galaxy family, and even though I'm not as crazy about Volume 2, the first Guardians is a classic MCU movie in my mind. So going into this, of course I was going to be excited. Christmas with the Guardians family. The stars just line up for this project to work, and this thing clicks on all cylinders from start to finish. Not only was I engaged with the story they presented, but it was heartwarming from beginning to end, and I literally felt like I was getting a big old Christmas season hug while watching this. And what works so well about this holiday special is that it's only about 42 minutes long, and there's not really a second wasted here. The quick premise of this is that the Guardians feel bad that, Star-Lord misses Gamora, and he's talked about how he doesn't really have that Christmas spirit, and they set that up really well in this flashback animated sequence that I thought was a really cool stylistic choice, so shout out James Gunn. And it added just an extra layer to Star-Lord and his entire arc in the MCU, which is crazy to say because this is just a quick little Christmas holiday special. But as you guys have probably seen from the trailer, Drax and Mantis embark on this journey to go get Kevin Bacon, and it just becomes this fun holiday time. Honestly, I kind of critique the humor of Drax a lot in the MCU movies, especially in like Guardians 2. I liked him a lot more in the first one, and the second one it just felt like they were using him every single line to like crack another joke. But in this movie, the humor works because it is a straight up comedy from beginning to end. It's like a TV special, and it just works a lot better. Like seeing him pound shots with Mantis had me cracking up, and there was a lot of moments where both Drax and Mantis's chemistry had me laughing. They're actually a pretty solid duo. And I'm honestly shocked to say this, but there's a lot of emotional depth here. Like legitimately, I almost teared up at one scene because of how sweet it was. There's a huge emphasis on family here, and it's honestly shocking to me that certain revelations are made that are like kind of game-changing within the Guardians in the MCU. It's like, I thought this would just be like a self-contained little thing, but no. There's actually pretty big revelations made as we move into that third Guardians movie, which is crazy. The holiday season has to have some great music to go with it, and of course the Guardians do as well. So how's the soundtrack in this? I dug it. Now the thing that's neat about it to me is that there seemed to be a lot of original holiday music here, and not a lot of like reuses of music that we would normally hear in your typical Christmas special or Christmas movie. Of course, I wanted to hear a few rock jingles that we hear on the radio this time of year, but the original music kind of added something to it. It made it feel more special. I'm still baffled that they actually snagged Kevin Bacon for a role in this. It's one of the greatest callbacks in the MCU without question, and he crushes it here. He's having so much fun, you can tell. And the way that they use him, again, heartwarming, a word I'm going to use a lot to describe the special. So far, Marvel's 2 for 2 with these special presentations, in my opinion, as Werewolf by Night was a big hit, and I think the Guardians Holiday Special will be too. They go by so quickly, they aren't dragged out like in some of these Disney Plus series or formulaic, and they're not as long as the movie because they don't need to be. It's like the perfect sweet spot. This is a nice little add-on to the first 2 Guardians movies that's going to sort of bridge the gap into Guardians 3, which again, one of my most anticipated for next year for sure, is it's going to be like the last James Gunn project. But I will say this, there's a surprising amount of like Easter eggs to other MCU characters in this, so it's kind of keep your eyes peeled and stay tuned for things, because I was like, oh my gosh, I paused it and I was like, is that what I think it is? It was a pretty cool little moment, and of course there's one obvious like reference near the end that a lot of people will probably get a chuckle out of. I said this at the beginning, but I've always loved the Guardians family, and seeing them all kind of have the Christmas spirit and revive it for Peter Quill is just special to see. Anytime there's a holiday season movie or show where someone's kind of out of touch with the spirit of Christmas and feels like they don't have as much holiday cheer, it's always nice to see them relearn that and have a new appreciation for the holiday season. And it's also a new step for Marvel because we've never seen them do a holiday special, and I'm so down to see them do more like this. So at the end of the day, the Guardians Holiday Special is exactly what I wanted it to be. You've got the Guardians family growing even closer. There's some holiday music to set the mood for the Christmas season. I laughed, I teared up, I just felt like I was getting a big hug as I watched this, and it is the perfect watch around the holiday season. I'll probably catch this one again as we get closer to Christmas, and of course, I hope to rewatch this one every year and add it into the annual holiday movie season rewatches. I highly recommend the Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special if you guys are fans of the Guardians of the Galaxy, the MCU, or even just Christmas specials in general. It's a big hit in my opinion, and I really hope Marvel does more. But those are just my 2 cents on the Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special. Let me know yours in the comments down below, and be sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to be notified for all my future Marvel videos and videos in general. Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night.